John. This is Mitchell on the other side of the screen. I'm still trying to get the funnies out. So this morning, I woke up in a great mood, as you guys can tell.
Glad to hear it.
Yep. Schedule's treating me well. Everything's going good. Panic attacks, things like that. It doesn't bother me as much as it used to. What are you going to do?
Have you been sticking to your schedule real good? You still have your alarm set for everything?
Oh yeah. Everything's still there. Everything. I still wake up at the same time as always. I'm still finding it difficult though, like today, to stick to the exact. Like I'm still waking up on the time, but I'm moving things around to where I want them, so it's not exactly how I'd set them up. But I got that still going. I need to do my Spanish again today. I'm supposed to do that in the morning, but I forgot. Even though I have an alarm for it. But anyway, woke up great. Today's going to be a good day, Tater. You know what I mean? Tater salad.
Heard that.
And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. How about you? You got anything?
A bit of a rougher day on this end. Yeah, definitely. Woke up and had some seizures this morning, and not quite feeling 100%, but I want to feel 100%. So I'm gonna gradually get there. Just gonna take a little bit of time, but it'll be a good day. It'll be a good day.
Yeah, that's great, man. I'm glad to hear it. I think obviously, like we had talked about before, it's about having the strength when you don't have the strength, right? Or the courage.
Yeah.
I just probably brutalized that quote, but that's all right.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So when obviously every day is not meant to be perfect. You're supposed to grow, right? You're supposed to experience adversity. You're supposed to do things not necessarily the easy way, and we're not going to ever be able to pick the days that we want to experience adversity. So like you experienced today, you didn't necessarily want to experience seizures, but how we're the plan then becomes, how are we going to turn this into maybe a positive? How are we going to make this day a positive? So I think that's really what makes us go forward. But I don't know, is anybody in here already go ahead?
I was just gonna say, just the fact that we still want it to be a good day, it'll happen.
Yeah. Speaking of which, is there anyone in here that's already experienced adversity this morning? Something happened that's already starting to throw your day off. If so, we want to hear about it. We want to hear what you guys have to say. We're not doing that. I mean, we can literally get on the phone and talk to each other. We don't have to, get on the live to do this. So we're wanting to hear from you guys. We want to hear, how you're doing and what you're doing to get past your days. So maybe we can learn something. But
absolutely. I would love to learn anything from you guys. It's definitely a battle of emotions when you start going through your individual problems that you have. How you're going to tackle the rest of the day. It's completely up in the air. So sometimes you just gotta make your mind up and stick to it. But it'll happen either way. Like I said, it's a choice every day when you wake up what kind of day you want to have.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, now we are going to, we're segueing into what happened yesterday. You said that yesterday you were going to be a key player. How did that work out for work?
Worked out pretty good. Yeah, it did actually turn out pretty good. We were very busy, and I stayed ahead of the game, and we ended up having a good night. I went in early and off the clock. I did some extra cleaning and got stocked up, so that way when I clocked in, my whole station was set up and I was ready to go. I was prepared. So turned out to be a pretty good day.
Awesome. Did you ever since you now were going to be kind of thrust into this leadership role, did you experience any of the adversity we talked about?
Specifically?
No, it doesn't have to be specific. Anything that happened during the day that you were like, okay, this is different because now you're expected to perform better?
Yeah, I mean, There was times I cooked steaks for Outback, and there were times when I had a lot of steaks cooked, ready to go, and the guy that was trying to set up the plates and put sides on the plates, he was a little behind, so I went over to his station and started helping him do it, and kind of bouncing between my station and his station, just helping out, just because I
Yeah.
had the extra time. I wasn't gonna sit there and watch him go down. So that was probably one of the bigger things that they saw that they liked, the big bosses.
Yeah, that's huge, man. I mean, you're not, when you do something that you're not, expected necessarily to do, obviously there are certain expectations, but it's not like you were told to do it. You did it because you
Yeah.
thought it would be the right thing to do. So I think,
Man, we
what?
usually have a float. We usually have a float, so like a guy that just goes around the line, and if we need something, he's there. If we need help, he's there. And
Yeah,
the kitchen manager didn't give us a float last night. It's Friday night. We're the second busiest Outback in the whole company. And
yeah.
I said, Devin, do you guys not realize how much work you put on each person and why we get behind sometimes and why it's so hard? He, he said, oh yeah, no, I know. I'm just trying to prove to Mike that you guys don't need a float so I can get you another raise. I said, well, thank you, Devin, but nobody asked you to do that. I'm happy making what I make. Give me a float.
Oh man.
Yeah,
But
that's
I thought
funny.
you wanted more money.
Well, who doesn't? But I can't work no harder. I can't move no
I
faster
hear
than
you.
this.
Gosh, man. Like, yeah, could you imagine? Like, I mean, he didn't even ask you like what your opinion was or like what you guys if that's something you wanted.
Yeah.
That's kind of reminds it reminds me of a time whenever I was working as a contractor for the Navy. It's like
Yeah.
I guess apparently there was a decision made before I started working there that, oh, we're gonna you guys aren't gonna have any healthcare benefits, but we all decided that that's okay, so we'll just give you a raise instead. It's like I don't know. I mean, obviously more money's better, and then if you don't need the health insurance, then that's great. You're not paying for it, but it's like when you're working for somebody like that's like the only chance you're ever gonna have to have really good health care when you're working for someone like I did.
Yeah,
And
good benefits. And it's going to
so
cost you a lot more than the raise they give you to get that on your own.
yeah, so it was weird. I felt weird about that, but what are you gonna
Yeah.
do? Um,
Yeah.
well, okay. Well, at least you handled everything the right way, and you were successful. I mean, you don't feel like anything
Yeah.
negative happened that night, do you?
Yeah, no, I'm actually pretty happy because I didn't have any regrets. I can't think of something I wish I would have done different. So that was a good day for me.
Okay, cool. For me, yesterday, I honestly, I would say that yesterday would have been more of a, I don't know how to explain it, more of a unproductive day. Probably, yeah, probably more of
Yeah.
an unproductive day because I don't know. I got into, I got work done, but then I wanted to get more work done because I got into the social media train, which I'm trying not to do anymore. Trying not to get
Mm.
into that cycle of just feed me more content, and that's kind of what happened. I got into the feed me more content stuff, and that doesn't
Okay.
help my anxiety or depression. It just kind of like perpetuates the system. When I'm caught up in the social media machine, it like
Yeah.
I'm forced to see all this content that I don't that it makes me think like, oh wow, my life is worse than this and blah 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 blah. So what are you going to do once you get sucked in? It's like there's no getting out. You just want to see another video, you want to look at another post, you want to see how good somebody else has got it. So that's
Yeah, it's
probably
definitely addictive.
something. Well, I was watching a video, and apparently uh, when you watch content and things like that, when you watch social media, it releases dopamine, and dopamine is the
Really?
chemical that gives you pleasure, and so it's addicting. That's why it's addicting. uh, I I didn't know that until not too long ago. So
I mean, I wouldn't have guessed it would release dopamine.
yeah, so it's kind of one of those things where if it's something that's you can get addicted to, and it's not that necessarily good for you. Did you know? By the way, I put a video on my page. Did you know that the human attention span, the goldfish is 9 seconds. For humans, it's 8 seconds.
The goldfish is 9 seconds. Huh.
Yeah.
So we've devolved to worse than goldfish.
Well, obviously, you can hold your attention longer than a goldfish can. You're capable of that. A goldfish, I think their memory literally only lasts for so long.
Yeah,
But the point is that now that we're caught up in this machine, this ever feeding content machine where we always want to see what's going on with our friends. We always want to watch something. We always want to
yeah,
be entertained. We literally stay on content for about 8 seconds before we're flipping through it. So
that makes sense.
it's
I believe it.
obviously we don't actually have just 8 seconds. We can go further
Yeah.
beyond, but because of the cog, because of the social media cog, we literally pretty much are bored by 8 seconds. So
That's crazy. Yeah, I can definitely see that in the overall scheme of things in the world now. People getting bored so fast and so easy, and nobody has the
yeah,
patience for anything anymore.
yeah. I mean, it's terrible whenever you just sit there and an hour's gone by and you realize that there was stuff that you wanted to get done, but
Yeah.
you've been watching dog videos and kids doing crazy shit. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
I don't I you know what I'm talking about because you've sat there and you're just like, what did I just watch? Like, what
Yeah.
is this? What am I watching right now? And then all of a sudden, YouTube starts recommending you some dark shit, and you're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
where is this coming
It's so
from?
entertaining, but it's such a waste of time.
Oh man, like I sometimes you just like end up in YouTube's recommended section, and you're just like, why? Where? Where did this come from? Why am I watching this? And I don't know, like you'll always get down
Yeah.
in the comments and be like, did you get here from this video? Yep, that's how we got here. So, oh man, that's weird. But
How
anyway,
funny.
uh, I don't know. As far as today goes, I'm gonna try to get off here and get some productive stuff done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have to work today. I know you do. Um, are we? Was today the day that you're coming home and we're going live, or was that tomorrow?
Um, it doesn't matter. I can't be on here and I got open tomorrow, so I'm gonna be up there from 8 to 4.
Oh, okay. So, what did you want to do? Did you want to go live tomorrow after work, or did you want to do it again tonight after you get home?
I would honestly, I would like to do it after work tomorrow, and I'd like to see what my thoughts and how I talk after work would be instead of before work every day.
Yeah, could be interesting. Could be coming home just
Yeah.
cursing the day. You know?
Uh, yeah. It could go one of two ways.
Yep. Okay. Well, then we'll just shoot for tomorrow then. Because I know we had talked about possibly doing it tonight when you got home. But
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna be doing it live either way, I'd rather wait for tomorrow. It won't be as late, and you know, I'd prefer that, I guess.
okay, cool. Well, what are the goals today? Are you is there anything different? Are you going doing the same thing you did yesterday? Just being a leader again?
Yeah. It's gonna be a busy one today. So I guess my goal, I'm just trying to get into that mindset. Trying to get some more energy. I feel pretty tired, honestly, after having seizures this morning.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna try to have some coffee or something and get some more food in me and get my energy up, get feeling good, so I can go in there and you know do the best I
Kill it.
can and help everybody else out.
Just kill it. Just
But the
throw
good
them
news
steaks on
is,
that thing. What?
I got good news though. I don't have to close for the first time since I've started.
Whoa, okay. Give this man
Yeah,
an award. Give
he
this man an award.
he scheduled me to open tomorrow, and originally he scheduled me to close tonight.
Yeah.
And I've asked him probably 4 times, like, please don't have me close and then open. And he
Yeah.
just keeps doing it. And then he did it again this time. He had me closing the night and opening tomorrow. And I said, Devin, man, we've talked about this over and over. So
Yeah.
he changed it. So I get to leave at 9:30 tonight, and instead of 12.
You know what that immediately reminded me of when you said that, talking about your boss, was
Huh.
when the Hispanic guy was talking in anger management, and
Yeah.
his boss was telling him something. He's like, "Do not talk to me right now. I will go crazy." And then he like said he woke up and like he blanked out, and he just like he was hanging like he was over him and like just beating the crap out of him. I don't know. It was funnier
Yeah.
in my head. I don't make
Yeah. It
jokes. I
sounds
can't
like
make jokes.
it.
All right. Well, cool, man. Like I said, I'm just gonna try to go get some stuff done. Like
Yeah.
today I don't have to work, so I'm just gonna be doing like Spanish and things like that, like getting my Spanish up and working on that grind, and then
Maybe jump
possibly,
on that bicycle.
man, you sure are pushy, man. You asking for a lot.
So why you gotta bring up old shit?
Why you want people being productive and stuff, man? Why can't we just Netflix and chill, huh?
Hey, if we don't keep each other on track, who will?
Yeah, I know it. All right. Well, yeah. So let's go attack the rest of the day. I'm gonna, I guess, apparently ride the bike the rest of the day because you made me feel like a piece of crap. So just gonna ride the bike for the rest of the day. I'm not even gonna get off. But yeah, that's it for us today, guys. We'll be back
Hey,
tomorrow.
do do 6 miles, because that's what I gotta do today.
6 miles.
Yeah,
Is
three
it
there,
three?
3 back.
Shoot. I'm gonna break it up. You know what? I'm just gonna do like a mile every. I'll do like a mile every 2 hours or something like that. Maybe I'll get done by tomorrow. I I can't be doing those 6 straight miles, man. What do you want from me?
It's like 15, 20 minutes for 3 miles.
15, 20 minutes? What, on your bike?
Yeah.
Dang. What, you Sonic the Hedgehog over there? I think it takes me like 15 minutes to get 2 miles.
See,
Like,
what
dang.
happens is I start going so fast, my legs turn into a blur, and you can't see them, and
Yeah,
so you just see like my torso floating across the sidewalk.
yeah. Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna go apparently kill myself. Not actually, you know what I mean, on the bike. I'm gonna go kill myself on the bike. But I'm gonna go work
Uh,
and work and work and work. We will talk to you guys later. I hope some of you guys got something out of this. If not, because we wanted to talk, we wanted to see what you guys were thinking, but I think everyone's sleepy
yeah.
still. So we will talk
We're
to you
already at
mañana.
work. Absolutely, guys. Y'all have a good day.